Okay, I'm just going to look at some tapes for our upcoming class. I know my dogs hear me talking, so they think I'm talking to somebody. And I wanted to try this frisket, which can be used for masking. I don't know if you can see that. It's sheets of paper. And so I cut out a piece and put it here. I tried the frog tape. And the Scotch blue, and Scotch drafting tape, and Scotch masking tape, and artist tape. Now normally I use artist tape because it's archival, and that means that nothing in the glue will ever yellow the paper or degrade the paper or the paint over the life of the painting, which could be hundreds of years. Watercolor does actually, on good paper and good professional grade paint, does last for hundreds of years. What I'm going to do here is just see which of these, this is the frog tape, the Scotch blue, the Scotch drafting tape, the Scotch masking tape, and the Pro Artist tape, and this piece of frisket here, which when you pull away the backing is clear. So let's start with the Pro Artist tape. I'm looking for two things: whether it gives me a crisp edge and whether it tears the paper. Now what I did was initially do a wash in orange, waited for it to dry, put on the tape, and then over that did a wash in red. So let's see if we get crisp, clean edges. Here is the Pro Artist tape, and we don't get crisp, clear edges. We did get paint bleeding into the orange color, but it didn't tear the paper at all. Let's try the drafting tape. Again, we got I don't think it tore the paper. No, it didn't tear the paper. But again, we got bleeding. We try the Scotch masking tape. This is actually just tore up the paper. The Scotch masking tape, not good. It tore up the paper. Let's try the Scotch blue that is used for painting walls and things, and see how that did. Oh, not good at all. Look at how that's teared up the paper. Well, we definitely don't want to use that. Now here, this frog tape says that it sticks better and is sharp as ever, and it has paint block technology, and will give crisp edges, it says. And 21-day clean removal, medium adhesion. So let's see what we get with this. Well, again, tearing up the paper. This is not good. All right, let's try the frisket to see if at least we got pretty good masking. No, we didn't get clean edges. The paint bleeded in, but it didn't tear up the paper at all. So basically, when we want to put our paper on our board and tape it on, I'm going to stick with my artist tape, which you can get on Amazon or at any art supply place. Artist tape. Didn't tear the paper at all. Didn't really stop the paint from bleeding into that area. None of them stop the paint from bleeding into the area, not even the frisket, and it's the job of the frisket to do that. So, but the artist tape did probably the best job of that. So none of them work great for masking the paint when you want to create like a little white spot and you want to preserve the white paper. None of them did a great job on that. But we definitely don't want to use the drafting tape, masking tape, or and especially not these two, which are for doing walls, and for hardware kind of stuff. So here's the artist tape, and that's what I'm going to stick to. I've been using it for years because it's archival, but it also doesn't tear up the paper. Now for the class, I've got some drafting tape on this paper. Now we see that the masking tape did rip the paper. The drafting tape, the Scotch drafting tape, did not rip the paper, but the Scotch masking tape did rip the paper. So you've got a choice basically between the Scotch drafting tape, which you can get anywhere, and artist tape, which you probably have to order online. But because we're only using it on the edge here, when we lift the tape very, very carefully, we'll try not to rip the paper, okay? Just so we're aware of that for the class that we're going to be having this week. Thank you.